But then I saw it to tie into that. There was a question about adding board members. So to just tell you a little bit of how this works, this is where we really are structured like a union. I drafted the bylaws in as part of that committee, and I used essentially like freelancer and gig worker unions bylaws as my model. And so the board members are actually elected. We haven't had those elections yet because we've been setting up the infrastructure, including how to communicate with members and hold votes. So everyone right now we're the interim board and the interim officers of basically who's been showing up from the beginning and had the time to volunteer. That's who's here right now. But any seller member can be nominated to be on the board. And all seller members can vote for board members, and then ally members, while they cannot vote, can also hold officer positions. And very briefly to run through those, we have a president and a vice president and 2 secretary treasurers. Each of essentially the president and vice president do the same job of coordinating between committees and with the board, and the secretary treasurers keep track of the money and take meeting minutes. We have 2 of each because we're volunteers and we have other lives and we wanted to duplicate and share the workload. The council will have representatives for handmade, vintage, and craft goods, as well as U.S. and international sellers, and then at-large positions. And we will be holding those elections very shortly. And if anyone wants to get involved and is interested in being on the board, or we call it a council, please get involved. You can absolutely do that. But that's how the guild is run and how the board works.